Welcome to the video series, How to Build Your Food Truck with me, Frank Baltieres. Today I'm going to take you on a project that we have just completed. They wanted to add a couple things, but it's a restaurant, a brick and mortar. So if you have a food truck right now and you want to transition into maybe a second location, which is a brick and mortar, I'm just going to give you a tour of what they did here in this one. This is not my restaurant. I only did some of the electrical because I'm an electrical contractor, and I didn't do any of the kitchen equipment. Just so you guys, when you walk over there, I'm gonna give you the tour. I didn't do any of the hood because when it comes to food trucks and brick and mortar, two different animals. Some of the equipment is very similar and the food truck's a little bit smaller, but as I mentioned, I just wanna give you a tour of what they have here, as well as if you stay towards the later part of this video, one of my fellow YouTube subscribers drove into Chicago because he wanted me to look at his trailer and go over some of his plumbing. So we're gonna go on a shopping spree at Home Depot. So I'm gonna show you some of the plumbing products that I buy for the food truck. Again, I'm Frank Baltieres and I show you how to build food trucks from scratch. But today, it's just a quick tour of this brick and mortar that we have here. Of this brick and mortar, they have 5 locations, crazy. It's a lot of money to invest in these things. But what we did here is we added some of these can lights that you see right up here. We added these little pendants that you see above all the seating right there, the benches. We added all those pendants. Actually, they were already there. We just added the actual pendant. We didn't run any wiring or anything like that because this was already an existing restaurant that they just kind of mixed some stuff around. We have this little seating section right over here. Same thing. They had these pendants here. The only difference that we did is we switched the light bulbs. They were like a really, really soft yellow, and we made it more into a bright white. So that's this section right here. I think this used to be a barbecue restaurant, and they must have shut down. But if you walk over here, these are some of the ideas that maybe you can use in your food truck. Obviously, this is a brick and mortar, so they can fit a lot more things because they have constant power, not like us that we have generators. We have the account for every watt and amp. So right here, I think they have for like their horchata, agua de Jamaica, tamarindo, all that fun stuff. This would be right here. I guess you could use it as well for your food truck if you do like mixed drinks or like smoothies or whatever. Not really smoothies, but just like drinks. Here, I guess they use the POS system of Toast. That's what they have here. We have their cash registers right over here. They have an ice maker. Obviously in a food truck we wouldn't really have an ice maker, but they have a prep table. This is something that we actually do use in our food truck. It is a real nice true, I would say 1, 2, 3. It's a 48-inch true sandwich prep station. The only difference that they did here that's maybe different from the sandwich prep tables that I have in my food truck is it has this little guy right up top. You really don't need it. It's mostly for like added storage. Out here, we have this prep table as well. This one is something that you could use for your food truck, as well as this guy right here. But this guy might suck up a lot of power. It's a, I'm trying to see what it does, but I know it does the chips, but I'm trying to see how much power it sucks up. It doesn't really say, but I know anything with the heating elements, like where you warm up your food, or this one where it warms up the chips, you would use a lot of electricity. Right over here, you have a display case for sodas made by Turbo Air. This is probably like what, 3, 4, 5,000 bucks right here. That sandwich prep table is probably about $2,000, right around there. But let's walk into the main kitchen, and then you guys can see what they have for their cooking section over here. They have this massive hood. As you guys know, when we build out the food trucks, we use them a little bit smaller, but they have their fire suppression system right here. They have, so for every burner that you have, you need a little nozzle for the fire suppression system. Again, I don't install the fire suppression systems in my truck. I have it as a third party, but that's how they have it here, the Ansel system. They have a deep fryer. Out here they have a char broiler. Out here they have a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 60-inch, this thing's heavy as heck, a 60-inch griddle. And then over here they have a 1, 2, 3. So they have 5, 8 feet of griddles. That's massive, 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 massive. And out here they have a heavy-duty stock pot stove, little guy. They have a real small little guy. And all these are made by Cookrite. If you see there, the brand Cookrite, made by Atosa. I like that brand, Atosa. Imperial. Out here they have this steam table. This is powered by natural gas. Again, when we do anything on our food truck, it's powered by propane. And then they have this massive sandwich prep table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 72-inch. It's probably $3,500 right here. I'm assuming, give or take. I haven't bought cooking equipment in a long time, but just know that this is what that is. This is probably another, either a freezer or another sandwich prep table. Obviously this one doesn't have the sandwich prep table up here, like this one that you see right here. So that's just kind of an idea of how they built their brick and mortar. Just wanted to give you guys the rundown of what we did. We just did some of the electrical, change out some of the lights. As you saw, some of the pendants, Ransom Island. In the peninsula where you saw the cash register, some of those outlets, little things here and there, so they can get up and rolling. Again, stay tuned because I'm gonna add right after this shopping spree that we did at Home Depot with a fellow YouTube subscriber. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you want access to a spreadsheet that I have all the pricing, make sure that you go to the bottom of the link. You can buy it with the ebook. Again, I'm Frank Valtierrez, How to Build Your Food Truck. All right, so the smaller tank's always gonna, remember, so the smaller tank's always gonna be the fresh tank. Okay. You got your big tank over here is gonna be your wastewater. So how they originally had plumbed this for you is not correct, as from what I can see. So this water pump right here actually has to go to the smaller guy, okay? And then you have, and it has to go to the bottom. So the bottom, there's a half inch hole right there. So you have to take out these little plastics. You see you feel the plastic, right? You have to take that off, and I show those on my video. Okay. So from there, it has to go to your water pump. Okay. Right? And what then side of the water pump should it go to? Where it'll have an arrow. Okay. It'll have an arrow to in. So this is gonna be the water's gonna be going that way. Okay. Right? Because that's gonna go into your faucets. So I'm assuming it'd be right here. Okay. So you have to put the little where the strainer is. So it has to go like this, and then from here on this side, that's where it's gonna go. Like you can feed it here, right? Because that goes to your water heater. Okay. So that's good how he has it right there. And then that goes to your faucet right here. Okay. So that's good. And then the other one, the blue one, I don't think you have it connected yet either, right? Nope. So that one goes to the other faucet, but that's fine. That part's fine. It's all right here that you have to rework. Okay. But this pump, you know, you can leave it there. It doesn't matter. But you have to take all this off. Take that off. Take this off. Take this off. Pretty much kind of start this little piece from scratch. Okay. But yeah, from somewhere here, just to recap. So from here, take that PEX, this PEX, and feed it to the water pump. Mm-hmm. And then from the water pump, it'll just go right there to this one. Okay. Just connect it to that guy. Make sense? Yep. And then this guy right here, you got to lower this leg. Okay. So then that way you don't have to move the tanks around. It's easier to just to move this leg. It has little Allen keys right here. Okay. There's 1.5 inches. So you need to get a gravity fill valve with a hose. They sell it at Class A Customs if you don't have one. Okay. So from there you just bring that hose and you have to drill a hole in your trailer right here. Okay. And then you put that gravity fill, and then you can fill it up with the hose, with the garden hose. Okay. Cool. So that's that hole. All right. This other one right here, this other 1/2 inch, is that's just like a little vent pipe, and you can leave that bottom one plugged. That's not a problem. You can leave that bottom one plugged, or you can add the gate valve that you have here. You can add another one of this guy. It's up to you. I added one of these just because, you know, if I want to dump this one out, let's say it was winter like right now, and I want to just dump out the water, I just threw it down 1.5 inch PVC down too. This one? Yeah, I put 2 of these at the bottom of my trailer. Oh, wow. One from this tank and one from this tank. Okay. Cool? Cool. Do you need it for this tank? Not 100%, but I just put it just because it's nice to have. Right? Okay. I might as well finish up the work there. So that's how you cover these 4 holes right here. Okay. Make sense? Yep. Okay. So this is your drain valve. Sorry, this is your drain tank, your gray tank as they call it. So you see that we'll walk into Home Depot right now. You see those 3 pipes? That's where you have to go 90, 90. So like this across, and then that'll go to this guy, your backflow preventer, which is gonna go like right here somewhere. Kind of how I have it on my truck. Okay. Right? And then from there, it's gonna 90 right into this hole. But you can't forget about this guy. So this guy, you have to connect it to this guy somehow, and it's tight here for you. It's a tight one for you here. So you have to get a little creative of how you do this one, because you have to connect this guy to those guys, which come to this guy. Right. Make sense? Makes sense. 100%. 100%. Okay. And then this guy right here. Okay. Retract. I'm gonna retrack on one thing. Remember I told you to put that chimney on that one?
Okay.
It goes on this one actually, sorry.
Okay.
This one, when you buy the Class A Customs kit, it's gonna have a white clear hose, a clear hose, a 1/2-inch one, and that's gonna go to that fill valve, the cover that I'm telling you that you put outside. It's gonna have a little hole for air.
Okay.
So that's what this one goes to.
Okay.
This guy right here, the 1/2-inch, goes to that, and then this guy goes to the you'll see it when you get the fountain. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
But that's so then this one can fill up. This one gets that little chimney I was telling you about right here.
All right.
Okay, so we take that off, we put that little chimney, and then at the bottom right here, the 1/2-inch one on this one, this guy.
Yeah.
You see this guy?
Yeah.
We're just gonna plug it.
Just plug it back up.
Just plug it. Well, we'll buy a 1/2-inch plug.
Okay.
All you do is plug it.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And then this guy gets all your wastewater. This guy right here. And then the other one down there, you see the big hole?
Yep.
You're gonna take this off so it doesn't matter, right? This is all garbage. That goes down to the bottom, which goes to your dump valve.
Okay.
And then that's how you take out the dirty water.
Okay. Okay. So the dump valve gonna be right there.
No, in the bottom of the trailer.
Okay. Okay.
So you have the 90 down. You seen on my videos how I 90 down, or you don't remember?
I do remember a little bit.
I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
So you can get a clear visual of how it looks. But that's what that hole is. So you just 90 straight down.
Okay.
This guy gets plugged. This guy gets all the water, and then this guy gets a little chimney.
All right.
Just to vent it. That's these 4 holes explained.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
Easy?
Yep. Remove that.
This garbage.
Remove that down there.
It's garbage for this tank. This is garbage for this tank.
Okay.
You don't need this right here. This guy, same thing. Take it off.
Okay.
Because these are in the wrong tank.
We plugging that one.
These are in the wrong tank.
Okay.
This is a gray water tank, not the fresh water tank.
All right.
The smaller one
Is a fresh water.
Is a water tank. It's a fresh water tank.
Okay.
And then these are fine. You just connect it to your faucets whenever you do it, because you already have your water heater up there, right? You connected it right?
This actually takes a portable propane.
Cold water line. I see it. Hot water line.
Batteries.
Oh, I need a gas, right?
Yeah, so I got to use a mini propane tank.
Yeah. Okay. So you're good there. So you see these lines back here?
Yes.
So these are gonna get connected to your faucet here somehow. Oh, you don't have the little 90s for it, right? I see. I feel it down here. Let me see. Let me put it somewhere there. You don't have the 90s for it, so we'll get them right now.
Okay.
I'm assuming we're gonna miss some stuff, to be honest with you, but we'll try to get as much as we can. But down here, we'll get these 90s, so you can go. You get that short street elbow, boom, 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 and then right there.
Okay.
And then this guy, the hand sink, you just have to connect it there somehow.
Cool.
All right, so we have 2 different, what do we call these? Trap adapters. So in your truck, you have these right here. Remember?
Okay.
I'm just kind of repeating myself just like in a video. And then the difference between this is that you would have to add a piece of pipe to fit between one and the other.
All right.
This guy right here is indented to make it seem like a pipe, so it'll fit right into the fitting, just like that.
Okay.
Cool. So that you want it to stay nice and flush. So that we're gonna need 3 of those guys.
D3.
They're right here. Trap adapter, $2. Give me 3 of those guys. Oh, yeah, give me 3 of those guys. Well, yeah.
What it's for now?
I like to use this one. Get this. This is the one I've used all the time.
Okay. Here, medium PVC cement.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna need a piece of PVC.
See somewhere here?
This guy right here. We can grab it at the end, but just remember you're gonna grab one before we leave.
Not these.
Nah, you might as well get the whole stick.
The whole thing.
Yeah, but we'll get it right. If you're gonna get it right now, we can. Just throw it in the car.
Wait.
Yeah. And then a bunch of PEX fittings. So then these are the ones that go into your tank. Remember I told you you need some for your tank?
Yeah.
So you need one for the bottom. You need probably like 4 of those guys.
Okay.
Right here. So the PEX lines are like right here. So you're gonna need some of these guys. You're gonna need some of these crimp rings. I don't know how many you'll need. You gonna take 2 bags?
Yeah. Right. So I'm just like you.
Yeah.
So now when I bother you, you kind of already know.
Yeah. Got all this stuff here ready for my man's plumbing. I better see a video of you finishing it, man.
Yeah.
Did it all make sense?
Yep.
All right.
PEX.
No, at least now I saw it because your video didn't make sense.
Well,
Your video didn't make sense.
Yeah.